Welcome back to another episode of the Day After podcast.
What's up, guys? This is not a split screen or anything.
No,
I am
no
able to
special
touch
effects happening here.
No,
Yeah.
This isn't a deep fake.
Yep,
Deep fake.
exactly. We're in person again for the first time in forever.
So yeah, I'm
And
excited.
it's a pretty big episode too for us to be doing this.
Yeah. So for those of you who don't know, we have two-time winners on our channel for our Brantsteeles, and there are three of them, which are respectfully good old Parvati Shallow, as she should have been in real life, but Regina George, the Queen Bee, one of my favorite villains / fictional characters, and then
Junko and Ashima from Danganronpa. Very coincidental that they are all in the same column.
I would say that it was planned, but at the same time, it's alphabetical, so there's really no.
Yeah, and their tribes are consisted of other players from our Brantsteele who have in some way, shape, or form aligned with them, gotten far, played together with with one of the two-time winners. So yeah, some of them are a little more like obvious, like Regina's thruple alliance. But then there's a few other ones that just kind of like they maybe played a little bit in the end game together, but might not be as iconic as the thruple. But let's be honest, that's
the thruple was like hold up, because Regina's used to playing cutthroat games, so like alliances to her are not as memorable. But like the thruple alliance, we cannot forget that one.
Yeah.
So an interesting also little fact that we have a lot of like winners in this season.
Yeah.
So like who knows, another two-time winner could be crowned, or we get our first three-time winner.
Already Regina or Junko. I mean, those are three extremely great players on our channel.
I know. We got a bunch. We got a lot to go through, and you can see two familiar faces. You see us twice. We will be contestants, though. So I told Joe I had a little surprise. So as you know, my luck on this channel is
pretty bad.
It has its moments, but those are few and far between. And I've been on a contestant, and I am a winner one time.
Yeah, we both
so are you. Yeah. Though I say you have overall the best track record.
Yeah, I think on average I get farther, but I will say I think your win is more impressive than my win.
Because it was on Australian Survivor?
And my win was basically me it was the nose goes. It was just like, I kind of just...
But you're able to consistently make it deep runs into the game.
Yeah.
So you praise me, I'm going to praise you. So that being said, so Ryan has been told many a times to audition for Survivor again. So if I make it through the halfway mark, so if I make top 9, I will not only make a Survivor audition tape, we will put it on one of our videos, and we might do a reaction or something. We'll discuss that afterwards. But yeah.
Okay, what happens if you don't? So there should be is there something that happens otherwise?
I can only audition for Big Brother.
I
like Big Brother, but all right, in the sense,
or Love Island.
I'm all right. I'm Hollywood average. I can't get on Love Island. But no, I do like Big Brother. I've been watching the recent season, and I'm like, here's the thing: both of them, as an actor, requires a lot of time to be away.
Yeah.
Now, Big Brother, if I make it past 5 eliminations, like that's like a 3-month commitment.
It's kind of crazy.
I've
been watching the new season. The new season kind of
it's been getting a little cray-cray.
Yeah, I feel like the season's a little cursed.
I mean, I feel like there's been a little toxicity in it in the beginning. I think it'll even out eventually. But I would say like the framework wise of this season has been cool and interesting, like the little twists they've had. However, the stuff with Taylor and like the controversy behind that, and we're only seeing the edit Sometimes she's edited in a mean girl light. Sometimes she's edited in like her,
I
you
will
know.
say I've been watching the live feeds, and they're pretty brutal to her in the live feed. So there's been like straight up like people talking about her with her in the middle of like no one's like acknowledging her.
Well, I don't know who won the we're filming this right after who's elimination? Amira.
Yeah.
Right after her elimination. So like that's all where we're at right now.
I know who won head of
I don't want to know.
I won't no spoilers on this channel.
Though I did like the I have my favorite. We'll talk about that.
Yeah.
We got to talk about Survivor. So like I'll send an audition tape to Big Brother if I'm 10 or through 18. If I'm 9 to 1. If I'm number 1, I'll apply to both. Okay.
Yeah. How about if you're a 9 or 10? Like we'll have kind of the cutoff. Like it'll
What do
be
you mean?
if you're kind of like if you're in literally the halfway points of it. What is that? 9 and 10?
9 and 10.
Yeah.
But it's a even split. So like I'm saying if I'm a 2-time winner, which that'll be funny, I will apply to both. And then we'll see my audition. I think I would, kind of like make them a little different. So we'll see.
Yeah. You gotta show different personalities if you're applying for Survivor or Big Brother.
I just show them this. It'll be interesting showing the Big Brother peeps this channel. Anywho,
okay.
So enough of all that. That is the surprise. So we'll see how I do. We'll see how he does, and we'll see who will be a winner, or a 2-time winner, or a 3-peat winner. All right, let's introduce the contestants.
Okay, how should we divide this? Because it's not like we've each chosen people.
I'd say other than you talking about yourself and me talking about myself, we'll just alternate.
Okay,
yeah.
then let's have you start it off then.
All right, so first off, we have Amanda Kimmel, who is one of our winners, and originally in our very, very, very first Brantsteele back in 2019, during our first little off season, she was in an alliance with Parvati and Kelly Wentworth. So, that was the original Mean Girl alliance, and kind of set the pace. And each one of them have become a respective winner in their own right in different seasons. So, they were like a mainstay. And, Amanda, she's been featured a lot, and I'd say she usually does pretty well.
Yeah, she makes deep runs typically. But I definitely think when she plays with Parvati, she kind of becomes Parvati's right hand player. Doesn't get a chance to shine as much as when she's kind of been on her own. But I mean, I think that's just kind of the way Parvati is on her channel, is that she just gets so much screen time.
That's fair. I mean, and also I know she's your Survivor crush. Yeah. So now you're on a team with her.
Exactly.
I'll be your right hand wingman. So yeah.
And nice. Yeah, it's the 4 original players, honestly, from that have made it furthest in the original Brantsteele are on this tribe. Rick Devins was basically Parvati's tool that she brought along just to cut at the end.
Exactly. On the simp.
Exactly. Yeah, he just kind of walked into a camp one day, and Parvati was like, "Okay, you're our 4th," and he was like, "Okay."
Yeah. I guess we'll talk more about him later, but let's hype up Joe King.
Yeah, so I have typically made at least to the merge. I think I'm typically kind of making it a little further into the merge, but I do have the win on Captain's Curse. Yet again, I don't think that was a very strong performance on my end. I think I managed to capitalize on Boston or Garab's power.
Modesty. I mean, all right. On paper, yes, but since you have made deeper runs and stuff, you are a worthy contender, and you're up there. Hell, when we did our best of the best, you were ranked pretty dang high.
I think it was 8 or 9.
Exactly. Out of 24, you were number 8, or not. You were right there in the mix.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, it's I can do pretty good. I will say, like, I hope I make the merge, but I kind of want to see someone else win. And that's just kind of how I've been with ever since I got the win. I was like, okay, I got my win. I don't like now. I'm just like, let me get to the merge.
I think that's as anyone who's ever just like merge is like, all right, or the jury phase, more so the jury phase is like where we all want to be, because it's like, okay, one, more screen time, and two, it's like, all right, I feel like I've made it further and can, like, be at peace and not stay awake tonight too long, not to, hurt the feelings of any of the early boots in any reality show. It's just like, I know, like, sometimes that can eat away at you just by some people who have mentioned that in the past.
Exactly. So yeah, if I'm the merge boot, I'd be fine. But it will definitely sting if I'm anything less than.
Yeah. All right. So since we're introducing ourselves, it's your turn.
Yes. Okay, so we got Kelly Wentworth now. Yet again, another part of that Poverty original alliance that pretty much just dominated the first season. Goes on to win, I believe it was
fans versus favorites 1.
Yep, exactly.
Which is when we first started playing too.
Exactly. So yeah, she got a pretty good win there. And I believe had some good showings like a little bit after that, but then I feel like she
kind of fell out.
She's fallen off a little bit.
Yeah.
So
Captain Curse was not that season we played with her. Did not go so well for Miss Wentworth.
Yeah, I think she's had a few pre-merge boots
since
then. So we'll see if now that she's paired with that original alliance, if we can see this original alliance come back through almost 3 years later. Can you believe that? We're almost 3 years
of doing this. Yeah. And then like season 43 coming up in about a month and some change, a month and a half.
I know. Yeah, I feel like I'm still used to telling people that we've been doing this for like 2 years, but we're about to get to the point where we're going to have to tell people it's been 3 years. Yeah.
Which any like show or doing a YouTube for this long, it's always so cool to be like, yeah,
we're still doing it.
We're still doing it, because I've done like different YouTube things here and there, but this is the longest I've ever stuck to one.
Exactly. Yeah. I feel like 3 or 4 months is for usually what I end up doing.
Yeah. So yeah, next up we have the very first 2-time winner, Parvati Shallow, who won the very first one, won the first Winners at War. At the time of recording, we've only had one. We might do another in the future, since we would have a bigger pool. But yeah, and especially in her earlier games, would always make it to the finale. And then, like, I would say in later season, like, it was only a matter of time before she got eliminated, like, pre-merge, and that finally happened. I think that was the last time she played.
Yeah, because before that, either 1 or 2 seasons, like, she had gotten finally voted out. Like, it took her a very long time to finally get voted out of the game.
Yeah.
Which was, heartbreaking, but
Legends die.
Exactly. At some point, she's going to come back and she's going to have to get taken out.
Yeah.
Her threat level is very
astronomical.
I mean, all 3 of these 2-time winners have crazy threat levels. The only reason that they might have even agreed to do this is that at least they can have some friends to boost them up and not take them out right away.
I don't know. I mean, like, thing is, we've all worked with her in some way, shape, or form. So like, and this is like a bloodbath, because like there are so many like strong contestants here that I don't know, sometimes you want to take out the biggest big fish first. You never really know.
Yeah, we shall see, but that's Parvati. If she makes another deep run, I wouldn't be surprised.
I wouldn't be. It's going to be tough. These tribal councils are going to be.
Yeah, I mean, this is a true all-star cast.
Oh yeah,
like top to bottom.
All right, you're up next.
Yep. We got Rick Devins. We talked about it a little bit before. The pawn in Parvati's scheme at the beginning of our Brantsteeles. And the only non-winner on this tribe.
Yeah, all of us, like I think that could play to his advantage a little bit because like I feel like we might be gunning for big fish, but at the same time, I feel like I don't know, like the girls may try and stick together, and then maybe the three of us, try and form an alliance. Who knows how things may go? But Rick, he's been on our channel a few times. I think he's one of the people we use sparingly.
Yeah.
Because it hurts when they get eliminated.
Yeah, and he hasn't had a bunch of crazy good performances. Like his Edge of Extinction and Actual Survivor, like was he was the star of the season.
Yeah,
he hasn't had a star of the season.
No.
So he'll make his appearances when necessary, like when it fits him. But yeah, he hasn't been able to be a part of a lot of the All Stars, which is I think the seasons that really like solidify people in our Brantsteele verse.
That's very much true. All right, last, maybe and not least on this, because we just talked about the only non-winner on this tribe. But we have Ryan Wayne, and this time around, so the thing is, since he's last played, he's done a lot of web series that are more family friendly. So he did a horror movie recently. Filmed one. Keep you guys up to date. But he's someone where he's a very mixed. He's a mixed player. He either goes out near the beginning, somewhere in the middle, or at the end. He's like.
Yeah.
You don't know what to expect from Ryan Wayne.
He's a wild card.
He is very much there is not much consistency with his gameplay. Like he is pretty I would say entertaining. He tries to do his thing, but I'd say luck is his biggest obstacle and hurdle in Brantsteele's. And this translates not just with me, but with Ryan Wayne in this as well. He did win the best of the best way back when in 2020. But we'll see how or was that 2021? I think it might have been 2021 because I'm remembering I got a call during that I didn't get a job. And then I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
And then the universe made it up with me winning Survivor.
Yeah, because we really launched into the Brantsteele after Winners at War. Like we had only done 2 prior to Winners at War. So yeah, it'll probably be 2021. Like, we doing it every week pretty much after that.
Yeah. So I honestly don't know how things are going to go for him. He did make it to the finale with Parvati once, so that's kind of his tie. But we really got to see how things lay out because I'm worried about him. Also, like how he does depends on what kind of audition tapes I'll be doing.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's stay tuned for the Ryan
Wayne audition
tapes. Yeah.
Big Brother.
Or Survivor.
Or both.
I have my Survivor tape, so we'll see. Yeah, maybe we can do a duo.
Amazing Race.
Amazing. I would not. I feel like we would be the last place team. Like you would be carrying me so hard, and
it makes me strong. But the thing is, they would save us because like we're too damn funny.
Exactly. We just got to bring the entertainment. They'll let us stay at least a few episodes in.
Yes. All right. So that's the Parvati tribe.
Yes. Moving on now to the Regina George tribe. We got starting off with Double Lift, another winner from our Brantsteele. And he's a pretty good physical beast. He's pretty social. He's pretty strategic. Like he's kind of just an all-around good player. But typically around like the middle of the merge, gets kind of targeted for being a threat.
I mean, understandably so. He is like, I wouldn't say like a villain, but he is someone where he's like he doesn't really socialize that often. And like, he has his alliances here and there, but like his social, it's more so of like making bold strategy choices and winning comps.
Yeah, the social game is like, I need to work with these people. I'm going to work with these people. And it doesn't really include anyone else. Doesn't really make any bonds anywhere else. Just kind of just like, this is who I need to play with, so I'm just gonna play with them. You know, and as an esports player, like it's very analytical in terms of how he's looking at the game. So I guess that makes sense. But you know, if he's going to make it further, I think you got to play a little more of the social game with people like Heather and Regina George, who are social, strategic, and physical. Like you gotta be playing that social game as well with these players.
Very much so. I will also say, well, he is a winner. He did win one season, so he has that going for him. There are two other winners on this tribe, obviously one of them being Regina. So, and you know, like during that, like our series 2, and it's kind of funny how we have 2-time winners from like each series, with being Parvati, Regina, and Junko in their respective introduced, you know, era. We shall say.
Yeah, this really is like generations of how our Survivor seasons have gone.
Exactly. And double lift in you know, series 2 has definitely been like a prominent role.
Exactly. Yeah. I don't know if he did the full all-star for the whole series. Maybe missed the first one if he wasn't introduced early enough, but it's definitely made it to the last all-stars as a celebrity. Which is always impressive.
Definitely.
Yeah.
All right. Next up, we have Elsa from Arendelle, the Snow Queen / goddess herself. She has not really been as prominent on her channel, but like she was kind of, I wouldn't say as big of rivals with Heather. I mean, Regina. Sorry, my eyes just went straight to Heather.
Yeah, I mean that's the power duo right there.
But you know, like she has kind of like they've been aligned like maybe once or twice, or been on the same side of the votes, but like they are, I went to a lesser extent than Heather and Regina, rivals. The thing is, like Heather, just being Heather, is a bit louder, and like, you know, like kind of like Heather and Regina are parallels in the Mean Girl stuff. Elsa is more so of like the good, like the foil of Regina, whereas Heather is the parallel.
Yeah, exactly. Elsa, you know, still making some deep runs on Regina George's absolute terrors of seasons, like Fantasy Island 1 especially. Like that was Regina George's game that she thought completely destroyed every aspect of that. And you know, Elsa ends up, you know, making Final 5 there. Still Regina, and Regina not really paying too much mind against her for a while. So definitely going to be interesting to see, you know, if Elsa's able to kind of maybe come in here with Regina, or she's going to kind of create a anti-Regina alliance.
Well, it's tricky to say. I mean, like we haven't gotten to them, but is the throuple even the thing anymore? Or was that Regina just being like, you know,
I hope it is
a summer fling.
That was one of my favorite alliances.
It was, obviously, yeah. But we'll see where Elsa, what her role is in this tribe.
Exactly. Okay, moving on now to Heather, who has been the biggest rival of Regina for Regina's entire run, pretty much. And there was even a season where they were frenemies, which was Heather's best placing season. Ironically, when she teams up with Regina.
You know, like, you know what they say, keep your friends close and your enemies closer. I mean, that's why, you know, he and I did so many Zoom calls. So, you know, that way we're close, but not.
Yeah. You know, if we're ever on Survivor, we got to make sure to, that we can cut each other whenever. But
I know, nothing personal. It's just the game. We'll cheer each other. It's like, wow, that was great.
Exactly.
But you know, Heather, no Midoriya this time around. We'll see. We'll definitely see. I'd say.
I think this is the season that I think Heather has to do really good, or this might be
her last
her cursing call. Yeah. So.
We'll see.
Now,
the queen bee herself, Regina George, who played one of the best games in the history of Survivor, And then, you know, she came back and had a little bit of rough couple seasons, and then she finally won a second time, being our second two-time winner. She is someone where if she's on a season, even if it's not a great performance from her, you know you're in for a treat. She's definitely, your eye is kind of like drawn to her. It's like, all right, what is she gonna do?
She's never gone out to emerge.
Not yet, not yet. She is, like I said, one of my favorite characters out there. I even made a D&D character based off her. Stats are crazy for those of you who play D&D. You know, I like her. That's why I brought her, and I'm excited. I'd say out of the three girls, I want her to win. If one of them is going to be a three-time winner, I want Regina to be that three-time winner.
Yeah, I think Regina's played the best individual game on our Brantsteele.
Yeah,
and just that alone, like, she's always going to be on Mount Rushmore. Even if we get a bunch of two-time, three-time winners or anything, you know, she's always going to have that spot there.
Exactly. All right.
Okay, speaking of someone else who had a really great individual performance.
Oh yeah,
we got Steve Rogers, who has the record, right?
He had the record. Then Ozzy was like,
that's right. Ozzy destroyed recently. So yeah, I believe it was 9 individual immunity wins, which is pretty nuts.
Either 9 or 8, but like, yeah, I mean, like he, his first season played idols for other people, never played it for himself.
Yep.
And then famously got eliminated first.
I mean, it was an anti-winner sentiment, led by Junko. We should let that be known that Junko was leading the anti-winner sentiment. And so he ends up going out first, but gets a bit of a revival by being a part of the Thruple Alliance with Regina, and Ted Lasso joins in a few trials later.
I know, like, and then that definitely, like, I love Steve Rogers. You know, just a fun character, and you know, really, really inspiring. And like, you know, he showed like a little, I don't know if it was like things like, no, I can fix her. No one's beyond, no one is beyond saving. And then Ted Lasso got in there, and he's also a very positive, upbeat person. And so like they just decided to become a throuple.
They got drawn into that stash.
Yeah.
You know, it was hot people energy, and you know, they just connected like never before.
Exactly. And I mean, eventually, if it wasn't for that, for the, what was it? We had it was like the Animal Alliance, and then what was it? It was the Amanimals.
The Amanimals.
I was trying to think of like how we combine those two names.
Yeah. The Amanimals and the Thruple.
The Thruple and Amanimals won.
Yep.
Won out.
Yep.
From that.
Yeah, they got Junko on their sides to take out the Thruples.
Yeah. But yeah, I love Steve Rogers, and I think that's a good segue into Ted Lasso, who, you know, is always a team player. He knows how to lead. And his first time around, he went around the merge, and it was like a little disappointing. Then he came back and played a better game. And then the Thruple Alliance was just so.
That was the breakouts, Ted Lasso.
The breakouts,
yeah.
And so like now he's like an icon on our channel because of that.
Yeah, I mean, when you're part of one of the best alliances on our channel, like, you're instantly going to be a bigger deal on our channel. Like,
yeah,
we're going to definitely be taking minds every time Regina, Steve Rogers, and Ted Lasso have any bond or any you know, hate against each other, because now there's now a storyline going with these three that we got to follow.
That there is.
Okay, moving on now to the Tan Dang tribe. And here we are with Blackbeard, who I feel like we haven't seen in bits.
You see, he while he's been gone, he was shooting the show Our Flag Means Death. You know, I won't spoil, but it's like, you know, show. I love it. I did a scene from that show. I love Taika Waititi. So like, you know, he was there, he was off filming that, and like, you know, his performances in Survivor were like his last one wasn't like spectacular.
Yeah, an early exit in All Stars 10, but I believe the two previous seasons
He
like,
made it
made it to the
yeah.
like to the final tribal.
Didn't he win one or no?
No, not a winner.
No.
But is like a second, third place kind of finisher besides that pre-merge exit in Australian Survivor. You know, it's a little harder there.
Very
so yeah. But we'll see. Blackbeard is making the return.
He is.
Mhm.
Also making a return, we have Danger Aaron, who ever since Celebrities, Heroes versus Villains has been kind of a mainstay. You know, he did that, he came back for an All Stars, and he did all right in that. And yeah, now he's back, and he looks excited to play.
Yeah, exactly. I think Danger Aaron is the perfect kind of player for Junko to use as a pawn. You know, can win immunities, not really considered that strategic. So she can kind of control the strings of Danger Aaron.
Yeah, I only think I don't want to say downside. I'd say the downside of her being in alliance with him is that Junko has to make sure to get rid of him because like he's a very likable guy.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Junko can completely dominate the game, but if his social game actually is just better than hers, you know, that can win you the game. We've seen it time and time again on Survivor.
Exactly.
Okay, next up, we got someone who was a one-time player, the person who played on Junko's original season, the winner of that original season. We got the Grim Reaper from the Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy,
which I don't know if any of you haven't seen that show. It was even when it was on, like, you know how you watch things from your past and it's like how they got away with it. This show was like it was like that, but even as a kid, you're like, how did this show get away with it?
Yeah.
Not only the premise that, you know, two kids basically enslave the Grim Reaper. That premise alone should not. I'm still surprised that it actually became a show.
Yeah.
Just based on that premise alone. And you know, his win, or I don't remember his gameplay that much from that season because like
and there was the Silco moments that happens on the season.
And that kind of like that was like a bad Rian Johnson twist.
Yeah.
Like, don't get me wrong, I've enjoyed Rian Johnson's stuff. I love Knives Out, Cyber Knives Out too, and I did like The Last Jedi. However, that was a out of left field. Oh, where do we go from here? Rian Johnson twist.
Yeah, whenever someone quitting literally at Final Four
when he would have
won immunity,
he would have won. He would have won.
He would have won. So yeah, the Grim Reaper's wing gets a little tarnished here, and I think that this is a chance for redemption for Grim Reaper. You know, Junko probably was just like, hey, I feel it was kind of unfair for the winner of my original season to kind of get no credits because of what happened because of Silco.
Yeah. So this is a time to kind of like show him, you know, like prove himself a little bit.
Exactly.
All right. Next up, we have Junko Inoshima. You know, she's our third and not final two-time winner because we'll eventually get a fourth. But as of now, she's the latest. And, you know, she's been doing pretty well in our Series 3. She's been pretty dominant. She hasn't been pre-merge yet and usually makes a deepish enough run where, you know, she's memorable in some capacity. She did kind of fall to the wayside a little bit in her last season, but that's because the Amandables and the thruple were kind of like big things. And I think Junko's strategy was kind of like
she played both sides.
Yeah.
And she just got in with whatever side was gonna win.
Yeah.
And then eventually it was like, okay, well, now it's your turn.
Exactly.
But you gotta remember, she gets the two-time wins faster than Parvati and Regina did.
Yeah.
She won back-to-back seasons after her original go, which, you know, back-to-back All-Star seasons is pretty good.
Yeah, so there is merit to each one of them, and their wins. So this is why this is like an epic epic season. We got 2 more to announce, but like I can't stress enough. This is like I wouldn't say this may be bigger than Endgame in the sense of like our Brantsteele verse. This is like if Endgame and Secret. This might be Secret Wars, which was
can't wait for that one.
That in a couple years, which I think is bonkers. Like anyway, enough Marvel. We'll save that for Steve Rogers.
Yeah, Steve Rogers up here. Okay, let's get through the last 2 here. We got Shiho Sabaragi, who on her original season was the player of the season. Like, definitely dominated. Gets idled out, I believe, at Final 5.
Yeah.
But then when she comes back, ends up kind of just being Junko's, pawn in that entire season, not really having any say in anything. It goes off again at Final 5. But yeah, not really having a lot of contribution because Junko just kind of was playing the game more.
Yeah, and I mean, like, I think sometimes, especially if you have a like strong first outing, some people think it might behoove them to just like dial it back a little bit or like keep quiet a little bit.
Yeah,
I know if I've played multiple rounds of Uno, because I do play a little Boston Rubbish Uno or Monopoly. People were literally targeting me for no reason.
Oh, I get the same thing. I literally tell people when their trades or when they try to make trades with other people that those are stupid trades and you should not accept those.
Exactly. Or I'll even do. But anyway, so like usually the second round of Uno, and it's usually like whichever group I'm playing with, I'll dial it down and I won't play as aggressive because usually my first time around I play aggressive. Which might be how I play Survivor or Big Brother, whichever I get on. Maybe both.
Yeah.
All right. Anything else about Shiho?
No. When I first brought her, I thought she was the villain of the Tomodachi game. But then later found out that she's actually just a great person. So and then when she came back after knowing that, kind of had her bad season. So I'm like, oh, is the perception of her kind of worse now that she's kind of just a good person?
Maybe.
I don't know. I don't know.
All right. Last, but certainly not least, Shiko Kishida was introduced where one for the history books. She is someone who has been very prominent in women's rights in Japan, and on our channel she pretty much delivers a lot. Like didn't she? I think her latest season she had like, or did she? Because like she usually does a deep run.
Yeah, I think she did go out. Her last time was out pretty early, but besides that, she's like
deep
run. She gets like 3rd place. Like that is like her thing.
Yeah,
I think she had 3 3rd place performances.
She's she knows how to play the game. Like it's still like a work in progress. Social game can sometimes be lacking, but she is definitely a strong player.
Yeah, exactly. And on those 3rd place performances, a lot of them was with Junko. Kind of bringing her pretty far either to the end or right before the end. So
yeah,
this that pretty much does it. We would just want to say who our favorite is across the board, or
there's I have like there's like 5 people.
There's like 5 out of 18.
So obviously I want you and I to do well. I would love if there's a non-winner, which very slim pickings. I really feel like I really want Elsa because she's my favorite Disney princess. Regina George, if there was a 3-time winner, I want it to be her. And other than us, if there's another 2-time winner, I would love for it to be Steve Rogers.
Yeah, I think I'm rooting for all 3 of the thruples. I want to see them do very good. I mean, just overall, I want to see all of the 3 2-time winners make the merge at least.
Yeah.
The season is called We 3 Queens. So I think I want to see them at least make the merge.
So I forget, is it 12 where they merge or 11? 11.
I think it's RCs.
Because that's where RC went out.
Yeah.
So 7 eliminations before then. I'm nervous.
Yeah. I also if I were to see another like 2-time winner, I like to see Double Lift. I feel like Double Lift's been a very strong competitor on our
That's
channel.
very fair.
So I like to see him maybe.
I wouldn't mind that either.
Yeah, I mean we have no guy 2-time winners yet.
Not yet. So we'll see if one is born.
Yeah. So basically I'm rooting for the Matsing tribe. That is the tribe I'm rooting
I
for.
would say it's like, for me, if if a lot of them go out, I think I'll be okay.
Yeah.
No offense to anyone on that.
Yeah,
front,
I mean
but
they're just the newest one.
I'm just very, yeah, and that means we're more invested in the others.
They've had a lot of time to kind of
Grow on
like,
us.
become the icons, whereas this one is like they're icons in the making.
Yeah.
Some of them. So
And I support my friends, so that's why I root for you, and I support self-love. So
yeah, I mean it would be interesting to see like the final four here of our first Brantsteele. Like, what if they were the final four of this one?
Just like Calibat, like final six here and there.
Yeah, that'd be great.
All right, well, let's get this.
Let's do it.
Let's get this started.
First episode. Okay, no alliances.
Oh dear.
No alliances.
Oh dear.
No alliances.
All right.
Who wins immunity? The Calibat tribe wins immunity, and the Matsing tribe wins immunity. Okay, as long as Junko doesn't become the first boots, I'm fine.
That would be brutal.
Yeah.
All right, so
Joe and Rick Devins have a small fight.
it looks like you won't be the only, or is that looks like your?
We have
You have two.
Oh no, we are not getting along.
Oh no.
Okay.
He was like your hero too.
Yeah. Elsa has a major meltdown.
That's not good.
And Double Lift and Regina have a minor disagreement.
Oh dear God.
Elsa is injured, but gets straight and can stay in the game.
It's playing
Episode 1. So far, no one likes anyone. And there's just
there may be some resentment.
Yeah, Elsa's major meltdown almost took her out episode 1.
Okay.
But tribe going to tribal council. Nothing happens. We have not seen what's going on.
Zero data. Not even in the original one. We have zero data going into this. So it could be anyone.
Anyone. There is literally no way to gauge. No one's got an idol. We have no idea what's happening.
You might as well roll a die and
Okay. What's your random guess, Ryan?
I've actually died.
Okay, we're gonna do a die here. So Blackbeard will be 1, Danger Aaron is 2, Grim Reaper 3, Junko 4, Shiho 5, and Toshiko will be 6. That will be how we decide who we are guessing here. Will be the first boot of We Three Queens.
Luckily, as someone who plays D&D, I have a bunch of die. All right, so who? It landed on 4.
4.
If it will focus, it landed on 4. So
okay,
the die says Junko.
Well, die, I hope you were wrong. Because that is the only person here that I do not want going home. First vote goes to Blackbeard. Second one goes to Danger Aaron.
All right, so Junko might be safe here.
Third vote goes to Blackbeard.
Yeah.
Fourth vote goes to Danger Aaron.
There's no way they'll tie.
Fifth vote goes to Danger Aaron. No. 1 vote left. And Danger Aaron is the first boot. Dumb luck can only get you so far.
Yeah.
Okay, so Junko though voted on the. She is on the outs. Her having people who should be closer. It seems that they decided they are not close enough with her to matter.
Oh no, they might. That's not good for her.
Yeah.
All right, so no alliances yet. No one's finding idols. Same. Oh.
Shiho finds. She has decided to play this season. She's like, you know what? I sat on the back burner last time. I gotta make plays this time.
Not today.
Let's see who wins immunity. Calibat wins immunity,
no.
and Matsing wins immunity. Oh, Junko,
All
no.
right, now's the time where we need some gameplay from the Tang Tang.
Okay, Amanda and Parvati have a minor disagreement.
Oh god, this is just like so much nonsense.
But Rick Devins is impressing the rest of the team. Not good for me, because I just had a bunch of fights with him, and now everyone is liking him.
Well, they impress him, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Oh,
Regina and Captain America bonds slightly.
the thruple.
And Richie.
The thruple is back. And do they get into an alliance?
Elsa and Ted find something in common. And an alliance forms. It's the thruple plus Elsa.
So like just screw you, double lift.
Double lift is just not.
He's dead in the water.
Yeah. What is this though? The five roll? What is the five equivalents?
This is I want to be a little bit appropriate, but like this is right now it doesn't have to be a thing.
Yeah.
It's just like it's an alliance, it's a throuple, and Elsa and Heather are there to like help out to get rid of double lift.
Yeah, exactly.
And then no one
Tanding has decided we do not need to play.
it's just Junko.
It's
Like due to the numbers, unfortunately. I
Yeah.
think it's Junko, unless Shiho just randomly wants to save her.
Yeah, that's the only way I could see Junko surviving. Nope.
I'm so sorry.
First one goes to Blackbeards. Second one goes
Oh.
to Shiko.
Okay,
Third one goes to Blackbeards.
maybe they came around.
And Blackbeard is voted out seconds.
Okay. So Junko's here.
Junko is still in the game.
All right, so we're down 16.
Yes.
4 more eliminations. Wait, 5 more eliminations.
Yes. And I believe 2 more before there's a slot. Okay, I was hidden.
And then
Hit him.
all right.
And nothing's going on
I'm
here.
nervous, man.
And Tandang wins immunity and the calabash.
Alright.
So double lift. It is your time to go home.
Yeah, unless some shenanigans
Yeah,
happen.
there's an idol there.
There is an idol
Don't
that
find the
has not
idol.
been found.
Yes.
What happens here?
Amanda and Ryan find something in common.
Yay. It was like, yeah, you know Joe. Yeah, I know Joe. Like, yeah, I'm trying to like talk you up.
Yeah, exactly.
And
You're doing the wingman strat right now.
Yeah, we have our first alliance.
Yes, and Parvati has a major meltdown.
Who's
Not
in
good.
this? Wow.
Well, so it is the original top 4 minus Parvati.
I think maybe she caught wind of like people going against her.
Yeah.
We're also not in this. Well, Amanda and I are like talking, so I might be safe. I don't want to say anything.
Yeah, I'm
further
not
than
sure.
that.
Heather is impressing the rest of the
Well,
team.
looks like no idol found.
Nope. And Grim and Toshiko find something in common.
All right.
Grim and Shiho have a major fight though. Okay.
Very nice. I gotta say it's
Double lift.
probably double lift.
That's so annoying.
So,
Let's roll a die. Just
What is the dice?
What does the die say? Oh,
all right, it landed on the ground. We're honest. We're not gonna lie about this. It says Ted Lasso, number 6.
Okay, Ted Lasso is somehow going to go home here.
I think it's still double lift. It's like
Yeah.
there was no other events that happened there. So
First one goes to double lifts. Second one goes to double
I'm
lifts.
so sorry.
Third one goes to Elsa. The fourth
Yeah.
one goes to double lift. Yeah, double lifts. The
Dang.
anti-double lift alliance.
Well, the thing is now you have an alliance of 5, and it's like what comes next.
Yeah.
And I feel like
If
the
they-
throuple is gonna take out Elsa and Heather.
If they survive here, though, that alliance of 5 doesn't have to turn on each other yet. So
We'll see. All right, what happens here? Nothing. What happens there?
Nothing.
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 All right, immunity.
And Matt Singh wins immunity and caliber.
All right.
So
We make
Tanding
the swap.
is going yet again.
All right.
This sucks for Junko's like team, like all of the people that she's with at the beginning going out and might even beat her.
It could be.
Amanda and Parvati bond strongly, and they bond strongly again, and Parvati joins the
Oh no! No!
It is us against the original four.
Oh no.
Oh, wow. Harvard
I'm nervous now.
Harvard sees.
Things are gonna mix up, so hopefully they'll be. Well, I mean, it's still 4-3 if
Yeah.
one joins. Oh god.
Yeah, Parvati saw that the three of them were getting in close and was like, okay, well, I got to get in with Amanda. Amanda's probably the queen pin of the alliance.
Right.
Bond strongly 2 times in one day. And she's in. Regina and Ted find something in common. And Heather leaves the alliance.
Okay.
So it's now the throuple and Elsa.
All right. I guess Heather is just like, no, that was just for the one vote.
Yep. And Grim Reaper and Toshiko create an alliance.
Oh no, this might be bad for Grim because she might be going after Shiho. Shiho may play her idol.
Yeah. Yeah. So we're assuming Grim and Toshiko will team up. And Junko and Shiho, we don't know if they'll team up.
I think what's gonna happen is Grim's gonna get idled out.
Yeah, you think so?
Yeah.
I could see that. So I think that's plausible. Shiho used the idol on Junko.
Oh. We'll see if she played it right.
First vote goes to Junko, does not count. Second vote goes to Junko, does not count. Third vote goes
Not
to
the way
Grim.
I thought it was gonna play.
You
But
called it.
I called it. Not in the way I imagined, but I called it.
Yeah, so Junko and Shiho taking out Grim there.
Dang. All
Okay.
right, so 4 down.
All of Calabal
3 to go.
has made it.
So we're going to see where the Tandang, or does it like strip, or does it
Okay.
switch?
So it should be Tandang will be
Okay, because they're
separated.
down to 3, they'll be dissolved.
Yes.
And
So Junko's going to Matt Singh.
okay,
Shiho's going to Calabal.
so we get her and
and
the
Toshiko is going to Matt Singh.
all right, so Junko and Shiko have each other. Well, no, because like they're on the opposing.
Yeah.
So we have Shiho. Could be like throw her in the way if we have to go to tribal.
Yeah.
I'm a little nervous because that's
I think it could be one of us still. Because they have the numbers still. It's still
they have the numbers. However, like we could convince, hey, Shiho, she can go first. There's less, but let's keep the 6 strong. We know this team works.
Yeah. Let's just hope we don't have to go to tribal. Let's see who wins rewards. And the
Okay.
Calabal tribe wins reward. They win cookies, biscuits, coffee, and tea.
Does that fuel us for a victory?
Oh, Matt Singh wins immunity.
All right.
Please take out Shio. Joe is impressing the rest of the team. Okay, I'm trying to prove my worth.
Is there a falling out?
Kelly and
No.
Parvati bond slightly. An alliance forms between you and Amanda.
All right.
And Parvati is injured, but gets free and can stay in the game.
It's good, but at the same time, we kind of need.
Yeah.
We need.
Okay, I mean, it seems like we might be taking out Shiho. We both did something positive for the tribe.
We did.
Elsa now leaves the alliance, leaving just the thruples.
Okay, maybe there might be. Maybe Elsa might try and flip on the thruple.
I feel like Regina just started like slowly taking them out just to keep the thruple alive. Like she's very, like she has her property. Like she looks at it like that.
She doesn't like to share from that.
Exactly. So that could definitely.
I'm nervous.
Okay. I'm gonna have to say Shio.
I'm saying so.
First vote goes to me. Second vote goes to Ryan. Third vote goes to Ryan.
No. I guess Big Brother, here I come.
Fourth vote goes to Joe. Fifth vote goes to Joe.
Oh no!
I have been taken out. You're still in it. You can still apply for Survivor.
We'll see.
Oh.
I love this is gonna hit my morale. I think we understood that it was so Shiho is still on the out.
So potentially they take out Shiho next.
I would rather just Matt Singh lose some,
Yeah. Amanda finds the idol. She's in your alliance though.
But
might play it for you.
I feel like That's not the best thing.
Yeah, nothing's going on there.
I may be just a number just in case something good happens.
And Calabao tribe
Okay.
wins immunity. You're still in it.
I'm still in. Now I just have to survive one more, and then I'm in, the merge slash.
Yes. Okay, Rick and Shiho have a minor disagreements.
Okay.
Amanda and Shiho find something in common. Parvati and Ryan bond slightly.
Right, my social game coming in.
And a new alliance between Kelly, Rick Devins, and Shiho.
There's so many like alliances going on.
This has been a chaotic season.
Yeah.
Elsa
Ooh.
finds the idol.
Oh no.
And then
What?
bonds
Okay.
with Regina. Captain and Ted have a major fight, probably over
Civil
Regina.
War over.
And Captain America leaves the Thruple Alliance. He has had it with
Is he
Ted.
going for Ted or Regina?
I mean,
because he left the alliance.
yeah, I imagine he wants to take out Ted now.
I'm nervous, man.
Okay. Yeah. I'm gonna say it's gonna be Ted here. First vote goes to Toshiko. Second vote goes to Heather.
Or them.
Third vote goes to Heather. Fourth vote goes to Toshiko. Fifth vote goes to Toshiko.
Is it?
Sixth vote goes to Heather. One vote left.
Is it Heather?
Heather. I think that's gonna do it on Heather's journey here on Brantsteele.
Maybe it's at least not for All Stars 12.
Yeah. So Captain America, Elsa, Junko, and Toshiko voted Heather. Heather, Regina, and Ted voted Toshiko.
All right. So this is the last one before the merge slash. Why am I forgetting jury? It was like not in my brain. Anywho.
Yes. Okay.
So like, well, I want Matt Singh to lose.
Yeah.
That's all I want right now.
Yeah. You got to make it to the merge at least.
Have to. Let's all right. Just showing there's a lot of alliances, a lot of levels.
Yeah, this tribe just has Regina and Ted now.
All right, reward.
Matt Singh wins reward. Does that fuel them?
Or fatten them up so they can't move? It could still be Shiho. I don't know. There's so many alliances. Who knows?
Shiho's impressing the rest of the team.
Okay.
Rick and Shiho have a minor disagreement. That might be something.
There's one more thing underneath.
Kelly's completely worn out, but is not giving up.
That doesn't help me.
Nope. Elsa has wife. Junko and Regina bond slightly.
2 times. I can't even look for this one. I'm just gonna go behind.
Okay, he has left the curtain.
Oh god.
Okay, I guess I'm gonna read these off, and hopefully Shiho is the one going home because I don't think it's the other 4. First vote goes to Kelly. Second vote goes to Shiho. Third vote goes to Ryan. Fourth vote goes to Shiho. Fifth vote goes to Ryan. 1 vote left. We got a future Big Brother player here.
All right.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
I mean, Big Brother,
you could be on Big Brother.
I can be on Big Brother. It's not, I would still be an honor to be a part of it.
Yeah.
It's just like, Survivor is clearly, my more preferred show.
Yeah.
But like, I'll have fun with it.
Yeah, let's see how these votes came out. So Amanda, Kelly, and Shiho were the ones to take you out.
Parvati voted for Shiho.
Yeah, you did.
I don't know. I guess they didn't tell me.
Yeah, you were completely out of the loop.
Amanda was like, no. It's Kelly. It's Kelly. We're turning on Kelly.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. Just missing the merge.
Yeah. Well,
all
3 of the 2-time winners have made it.
They've made it.
We have the Thruples. We have the original Mean Girl Alliance. Got Elsa. Got Shiho and Toshiko. And Rick Devins.
Yeah, I mean, it sucks that we're not here, but it's still a pretty good group of people. I mean, I think we're going to have a good group regardless.
I'm rather disappointed.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
I think they knew I was a threat, but I'm like, you have Steve Rogers.
Yeah.
Like, do you want him to win them all?
Okay, let's see who wins immunity. Rick wins immunity and Junko wins immunity.
All right.
So they will not be the merge boots. Regina and Toshiko have minor disagreements. And that's all.
All right.
That's
I
all,
think
folks.
maybe Toshiko.
Toshiko.
Because Amanda, I feel, may play her. Or
Okay,
we'll
so
there's a lot of playable stuff.
yeah, so we got Amanda, Kelly, Parvati, and Rick Devens, who will probably be teaming up. We got most likely Regina, Ted, and maybe Steve Rogers. Steve Rogers might have defected. I mean, people kind of on the outs in terms of alliances are Elsa, Shiho, and Toshiko is like they're kind of
up in the air. I mean,
yeah.
Shio has like a little thing with Rick Evans, and
Yeah.
the original the Kandang tribe can, still maybe like since they survived that and kind of infiltrated, work together.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
We'll see. Okay, and if no one plays anything, first vote goes to Elsa. Second vote goes to Amanda. Third vote goes to Amanda. Fourth vote goes to Elsa. Fifth vote goes to Amanda. Sixth vote goes to Elsa. Seventh vote goes to Elsa. Eighth vote goes to Amanda. Ninth vote goes to Amanda. 10th vote goes to Elsa. One vote left.
Is it
Elsa
dang.
is the merge boots. Unfortunate. Sometimes just goes like that though. So Amanda, Captain America, Kelly, Parvati, Rick, and Shiho voted Elsa. Elsa, Junko, Regina, Ted, and Toshiko voted Amanda.
Yeah, it looks like Cap has joined the other side, and so the Junko and Regina. So
yeah, it looks like Parvati has kind of gotten Cap and Shiho.
Yeah.
To join.
Dang.
Yeah.
So Parvati, queen, she is the queen. So now it's oh gosh.
Yeah, the OG queen showing
OG,
why she was
the OG queen.
Yeah. Okay. War challenge. And group number 1 is Amanda, Junko, Shiho, Ted, and Toshiko. Group number 2 is Kelly, Parvati, Regina, Rick Devens, and Steve Rogers. And group number 2 wins reward. They win a river cruise lunch.
Nice.
And Parvati wins immunity.
Yep. Queen stays. I'm using Santa's line.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Regina has a major meltdown.
Yep, that's not going to fare too well.
Junko and Parvati have a small fight. Junko and Rick find something in common. And Shiho leaves the alliance though with Wentworth and Devens. And Parvati joins the alliance with Regina.
So much went on. I have no idea how this is going to pan out.
Yeah, we just saw a complete shift in power, I think.
Now, where's that power going to go?
Yeah, that's a good question. I think Regina might have just got herself control again by bringing Parvati into an alliance with her.
Or Parvati is like, we want, because, all right, when one of them goes, that means it's more likely that the other will go for the other 2-time winners.
Exactly.
So we'll see how this plays out.
No one stands. First vote goes to Shiho. Second vote goes to Junko. Third vote goes to Junko.
Ooh.
Fourth vote goes to Junko.
I don't like that scroll bar.
Fifth vote goes to Junko.
This will be our first
Sixth vote
casualty.
goes to Junko. Junko in a unanimous vote. She wins that first immunity, and they're like, "Okay, that's it. Your game is over."
Well, so she is the first casualty in the 2-time winner. It makes sense because we have Parvati and Regina, both queens in there. They're both 2 big queens.
Yeah, exactly. Junko just joined that group. So.
Yeah. So this
and her entire tribe pretty much got decimated. So
yeah. So with whom we have left, I would say Parvati is playing the best game out of everyone. I feel like everyone else, they're still kind of like finding ways. Shiho is definitely fighting to be a winner. She's like one of 4 that have not won the game yet, that are still trying to like prove themselves.
Yeah, I think she's doing a pretty good job for the most part. Definitely got a bad draw at the start of the game, losing a lot of her team members. But Denise Stapley did that in Philippines,
and that won her in the end.
Exactly. So definitely still a possibility. I definitely think Junko will probably vote for Shiho in the end. So she at least has a vote if she makes it to the end. But yeah, I definitely think Regina and Parvati are playing very strong games.
I think Amanda's also playing a really good game too.
Yeah, agreed.
And I think everyone else, they're still trying to like not find their footing, but more like find what direction they want to go with. So yeah, I feel like we'll see from here.
Exactly. Okay, let's go to reward. Amanda, Kelly, Rick Devins, and Steve Rogers. Group number 1. Group number 2 is Parvati, Regina, Shiho, and Toshiko. Ted is left out. And group number 1 wins reward. They win a trip to a local Filipino village where they will deliver school supplies and various toys and receive a feast.
All right, who wins?
Kelly wins immunity.
All right.
Rick is impressing the rest of the team. Kelly is no!
Oh, fudge!
So she played so hard in that immunity.
She really wanted it, and it was just too much.
Yeah. She ends up playing herself out of the game by going too hard.
I mean, I know want to push it to the limit, but don't take it that much to the limit. That is rather
Joe Ingram almost did it in second chance. Like that it's just not worth it.
The thing is, I was about to comment on how I'm like, low key, because Kelly seems to be in 2 prominent alliances. She was also someone to look out for, and then this happens.
And then she gets medevacs. Well, that is very unfortunate.
Dang, right? Oh my God! If you switch around, dang Rain, dang Ryan, E.
What?
So if you put the Y in front of the A, you get dang Ryan.
Do you?
Yes. I know how to spell my name.
I mean, I guess there's an E attached to it too. But...
The E, I don't know what the E is for.
Yeah. Ryan. Okay.
I don't really have a middle name, so maybe the E can be. Or we're gonna stop that.
Yeah. we're going on here to the next reward challenge. Amanda, Parvati, Rick Devins, and Toshiko versus Regina, Shiho, Steve Rogers, and Ted Lasso. And group number 1 wins reward. They win a day at the spa and feast. So the original 4 minus Wentworth and Toshiko is joining.
Nice. Who wins?
Captain America.
Steve, good job.
Coming in, doing what he knows to do on our Brantsteele. Parvati now leaves the alliance with Regina and Ted.
Oh gosh, is she going after Regina?
Yeah, is this like the battle of the queens?
Okay, I'm nervous. Can't be Regina.
I
feel like the 2.
I'm gonna say Ted. I'm gonna say it's gonna be not Regina.
My optimism would like to think it was Ted. My realism is saying Regina.
Yeah, it's very possible. First vote goes to Toshiko. Second vote goes to Rick.
I don't. I fought for this before. Remember?
4th vote goes to Rick. It's good, right? 5th vote goes to Toshiko.
We can rest it.
6th vote goes to Rick. 7th vote goes to Toshiko. 1 vote left.
I think it's the Shiko.
And Toshiko is taken out of the game.
So the queens are still there.
Yeah, so Captain America, Shiho, and Toshiko were all on the outs here.
So like even though not an alliance,
they
Parvati and Regina are still
with Ted, yeah. And the original three sticking together. They have Regina and Ted kind of working together.
Yeah. Cap is still kind of like playing things by ear.
Yeah, and Shiho might be in some trouble if
A little.
she doesn't win. Or there's no idols to be found, so.
Yeah.
Okay, Amanda wins pancakes, bacon, butter, maple syrup, and orange juice. That sounds delicious. I'm starving right now. I have not eaten dinner. Parvati,
Should have grabbed Scrappy, man. All the crafty.
listen, I didn't. They did not have any after the shoot that I did today, so that was unfortunate.
That is very unfortunate.
Yeah, exactly. Parvati wins a meal with wine. Rick wins iced coffee and donuts.
Nice.
Rick wins a covered item, fried chicken. That sounds
Delicious.
like a great covered item. Regina wins a covered item, a baked potato. She can give it up so the tribe can get rice and beans. She keeps the reward. Regina.
That's Regina. It's like, actually, baked potatoes very filling.
This did get her eliminated in one of our All-Stars. She had the opportunity to give something up for the tribe and decided not to, gets voted out.
The thing is, it's always a damned if you do, damned if you don't.
Yeah.
A gigantic sandwich.
And Ted wins an advantage in the game and at the next immunity. That's
He's probably gonna win.
And he wins a veal change for the whole tribe for 60 seconds.
Yeah.
And Ted wins immunity.
All right. How does this work?
Regina and Shiho have a major fight. That's not good for Shiho.
Either of them, basically.
Parvati and Ted bond slightly. And a new alliance forms between Amanda, Parvati, and Shiho.
What?
And Regina works hard at camp. So Shiho has now worked herself in with arguably, I do think Parvati, Amanda, and Rick Evans are kind of controlling the flow of the game. So
Regina might go home here.
This could be a lot of trouble for Regina. Yeah, if I had to guess, I'm gonna say Regina.
I don't want the queen to go.
Yeah. First vote goes to Captain America. Second vote goes to Captain America.
This is torture for me.
For Regina. Fifth vote goes to Captain America. Sixth vote goes to Regina George. Oh. We are now down from we three queens to one true queen.
One queen to rule them all.
So Amanda, Captain America, Parvati, and Shiho voted together. Regina, Rick, and Ted voted Captain America.
Okay.
I think they even tried to split votes so that way, in case any idol shenanigans did somehow arise.
That's fair.
One of those would go. So
Amanda, speaking of which, Amanda still has hers after all this time.
Yeah, true. Okay, let's go to reward. Captain America wins reward and shares the reward with two other castaways. They win afternoon and night with a loved one. That's nice. And Captain America wins immunity.
Coming in. He's like, no, I can't.
Yeah. He's like, I see the writing on the walls. Like, I could be next. Okay. Shiho and Ted bond strongly. Ted is impressing the rest of the team.
All right. It'd still be Ted.
I think it's very possible. I mean, honestly, impressing the rest of the team at final 6 here, not good. Because that's like saying, oh, that person could win the game.
Exactly. I'm thinking Ted or Shiho.
Yeah. Yeah, it's probably one of these. Because I don't think these three are going to turn on each other. I think they're lock solid. Amanda used the idol on Rick. First vote goes to Rick, does not count. Second vote goes to Ted.
Oh, she wasted it.
Third vote goes to Ted.
Get out of here, Amanda.
And Ted Lasso is voted out unanimously.
Why did you even?
That could be a move that
cost her
in the eyes of the jury.
All right. So,
because at least if you play at final 5 and you don't do anything with it, it's like, well, you had to play it.
Yeah. So like that was weak.
Yeah.
Come on. So right now we have Amanda Kimmel, Parvati Shallow, Rick Devon, Shiho Sabaragi, and Steve Rogers. So 3 of them are winners. One of them is a 2-time winner, and then we have 2 people who have not won.
Yeah.
One from the OG series, one from the new series.
I think we have 3 candidates to win the game right now. I think Parvati is playing the best game overall. I think Shiho has done a good job, honestly, in having some votes at the end. Like, I think she has some locks that, even though maybe Parvati played a better game, I think she might still win if like votes kind of get mixed around a lot. And I think Steve Rogers also as kind of, I think, the underdog right now in this whole thing.
Come on, Steve.
Okay. Reward challenge. Rick wins reward and shares it with Amanda and Parvati. Shocker, of course. They win a boat ride in the Philippine Ocean, pizza and soft drinks to 2 could eat while in the ride, and an opportunity to swim with whale sharks. And Rick Devins wins immunity. No, nothing to be found. Amanda and Parvati have a small fight.
So I don't think it's
No. I think it's
Steve.
Captain America here.
Steve.
Maybe Shiho in a like 20% chance. I think it's 80% Steve, 20% Shiho.
Maybe Amanda.
First vote goes to Captain America.
That was being victims.
Second vote goes to Captain America. Third vote goes to Parvati.
And then
Captain America. Not quiet.
all right. This is finale time.
Well, I think it's safe to say though, 3 of the original 4 from the original season have made us the end here.
That just goes
And
to show.
and because of, I think, the Kelly Wentworth medevac, I think that's given Shiho some lives.
Yeah, because like if that didn't happen, Kelly won that challenge. So like, who knows where things would have gone from there? She wouldn't have gone home at 9. So like, yeah, I think Shiho just kind of like took that spot because that was an alliance that was like not breaking anytime.
Already needed 4 people for this alliance to work. Like that's how she knows. And she's like, okay, well, let me kind of play with Captain America and Shiho, decide which one I want as my 4th. And Shiho has gotten herself here.
All right, so like 2-parter.
Yeah.
There's the reward challenge and the immunity.
Parvati wins rewards. She wins an advantage in the final immunity challenge.
She might be our 3-time winner here if she wins.
Amanda. So even with the advantage, just like Malcolm in the season, could not help her.
Will this be? Now is the time to take Parvati out.
Yeah. Shiho rests at camp to restore her energy.
They have to get rid of Parvati.
Yeah.
That's what makes sense here.
Parvati is the right option.
Will they do it though?
First vote goes to Rick. Second vote goes to Shiho.
No, I guess not. No.
Third vote goes to Rick.
Are we going to fire?
Fourth vote goes to Shiho. We are tied between Shiho and Rick.
We'll see how Rick does at fire.
First vote goes to Rick. And we don't even need to go to fire here.
They're like, nope, no good.
Wow.
That was vicious.
Yeah, and just like that, Rick Devins
dragged along to 4, eliminated.
Amanda makes the flop here.
Dang.
To take out Rick.
All right, so we have a 2-time winner, a 1-time winner, and someone who has not won at all. So this is a very interesting ending to this. So like, we might have a 2-time winner, a 3-time winner, or
gets their first win.
Yeah.
I will say I think it's either Parvati or Shiho winning this game.
I feel like Amanda played like under the radar, but I feel like Parvati played a flashier game.
Flashy game. I think if we have
and the only 2-time winner to make it this far.
Yeah, true. I do think Shiho does have she was playing a very good social game. She was bonding with a lot of people, especially with like Ted Lasso. Obviously it's going to have Junko's vote at the end. If maybe her bond with Ted could potentially get her maybe Steve and Regina's votes.
Let's see.
That would be 4 out of the 8. Okay. First one goes to Parvati.
Yeah.
Second one goes to Amanda. Third one goes to Shiho.
So it's gonna be a close one.
Fourth one goes to Amanda. Fifth one goes to Shiho. Sixth vote goes to Parvati.
2 votes left.
7 votes to Shiho.
Does Shiho win this?
8th vote goes to Parvati. We are tied.
So Amanda decides whether we crown a new winner or we get our first 3-time winner.
Oh, this is crazy.
What do you think she's gonna do? I kind of want the legend of like who is going to be a 3-time winner to continue.
Yeah,
But I mean, like,
agree. I like in our Brantsteele verse, like I'd rather crown a new winner than give it to someone who has won 2 times before. But Parvati has played a very good game.
So like if she wins, then she's our first time 3-time winner.
Yeah.
Like I'm satisfied with either ending.
Yeah.
But I kind of want the goal of the 2-time winner to be still the thing. But like either way.
Exactly. We will see who Amanda votes for to win the game. Oh, that is a betrayal. I thought for sure, honestly, Amanda was going to vote for her.
Dang.
Wow.
Man.
Okay, so let's see how these votes came out. So Elsa, Regina, and Ted voted Parvati. Junko, Kelly, and Toshiko voted Shiho. And Captain America and Rick voted Amanda.
It's interesting. It's wow.
Yeah. I did call the Junko votes here, but I did not expect Kelly or Toshiko to be the ones to
vote for Shiho.
Yeah. Heather wins the fan favorites. I guess she's got to come back.
No. Was robbed of that.
Okay. Interesting. You know what's interesting about this? That now that I'm looking at it, the Thruple Alliance went out back to back to back, and it was actually reverse order of how they went out in their original season where they teamed up. Because in that one, Captain America's first go, then Ted, then Regina. So they kind of flip-flop this time.
I guess, like, you know, it likes to keep us on our toes. It likes to be poetic.
Yep.
I'm just
just a little
wish we made
bit
it
out.
further.
Yeah, exactly. Unfortunate, but I mean, I think this was a very solid season.
I do. Like, it was pretty solid. It was nice to see like who is the best. You kind of like have that, like we had that debate, who's the best out of the 2-time winners. It is Parvati. However, the legend of like a 3-time winner,
It's
still there. It's still there.
If someone else could claim it and have that new right as the best in our Brantsteele, but for now it's still there. Parvati yet again makes another final tribal performance. Like
she does.
That's like, I don't know, 6 or 7 now. I lost count. So
yeah,
too many.
We gotta tally everything.
Yeah,
that'll be like a month-long thing.
Yeah, well, it took me like 2 or 3 weeks just to do our first series, like tallies for things.
Weren't you working too during that time?
Yeah, it was a lot.
Man, dude.
Yeah. Let's see here. Let's see. So Steve Rogers, most strategic, then Regina, then Shiho. Yeah.
Trying to see. If there was any interesting little statistics.
Rick Devins was the challenge beast of the season.
Beating out Steve Rogers.
Yep. Junko gets the most votes, but honestly, just 11, not that bad.
Yeah.
That's that pretty much does it here.
All right.
You know what? Let me.
I'm gonna be upset.
What?
It's gonna be me winning, isn't it?
Yeah. Let's do a simulation. We're back. Let's do it. Let's see what happens if we re-simulate here.
All right. I will say, if I win this one, I'll do both.
Okay. Double lift would have won. I would have been 5th. You would have been out earlier, actually.
And Regina winning 2 of the winners. All right, so we definitely got the better end.
Yeah. Look at this, and Parvati would have been the first boots.
So
the merge boots.
We got the best in the timeline.
Yeah, exactly. Like double lift, you would have been a 2-time winner, but I'd rather have what we have.
Yeah.
Shiho would have been the first boots. Okay. Well, that does it here for this episode of the Day After podcast.
Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. I guess I gotta be working on my audition tape now.
For Big Brother.
For Big Brother.
Oh man, I hate that guy who does the intro.
Oh, no.
It is so cringy.
I don't mind it too much. I'm like, it's just like in the beginning and at the end.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I'm gonna get to work on that. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed, and we'll see you in the next Brantsteele.
Yeah, next one, Last Chance 3.
Last chance.
Okay.
Or last chance.
3. Okay, have a good one, everyone.
Peace out, guys.